Okay. Thank you very much for your time. I
All
just
right.
wanted to ask you real quickly. Winston Churchill said, and I quote, "My most brilliant achievement was my ability to be able to persuade my love to marry me." That was Sir Winston Churchill. This might not be,
Okay.
this might not exactly be, um, you might not share the same sentiment, but I would like to know, how did you persuade your love to marry you?
Hmm. Okay. Well, it was not easy.
Mm,
It was not easy actually, though. And one of the major reasons why it wasn't easy um, was because uh, she had not really good impression about me before.
mm,
Before I actually asked her out,
okay.
right? So so I had to overcome that impression first of all.
Mm,
So I had to overcome that impression first of all. And number two, from what she saw at a glance, and when she looked at me at a glance, there were some things that she had really wanted in her own man, but she couldn't see in me on the surface, right?
okay.
So I had to be open to her. I had to be open to her, and I had to convince her that, well, although the fact that you can't see those things doesn't mean that you can't teach. Doesn't mean that they are not there.
Okay.
When something is there, it's just latent. You have to just know how to how to now prune and let those things come out. So
So
I
you
had to
give her the
convince her.
assurance that you are bendable, that you are moldable.
Yes, that mode I'm teachable, right?
Okay.
And because number two, those things she wanted are very good. Yeah, what every woman will look for in a very good, prim and proper man,
Mm,
right? So it's not something that is out of place, but something that just some basic things that sometimes women don't really take into consideration,
consideration.
right? So I have to just ensure that those things are, part of me. And so once I was able to do that, and secondly, I didn't give her any reason to doubt, my love for her.
Mm,
Even there are times whereby we had some we had issues, right? But those times, she knew I like the way I handled it. So she knew that, no, okay, this guy is here to stay, and this guy actually loves me. So, and then
so
the rest is what we have to
in her heart, she was rest assured that you are down.
rest assured.
All right.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you have done every day to stay married? You know.
Yeah, consciously, one of the things I've actually done every day to stay married is to, by God's grace, you, this is a marathon, so
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to get yourself exhausted um, early enough in the race.
Starting out. Yeah.
One of the things I've learned I actually learned to do, I actually learned this, but before I got married, I took courses. I took marital courses. I went to marital classes, like structured marital
Fantastic.
classes. And so before then, I already prepared my mind. I already prepared my mind. That helped shape my mind. So one of major things I've always has helped me so far is patience, right? So
Patience.
yeah, when issues occur,
Mm.
I don't react immediately. But it adds, yeah, two options to this thing. Is if I react immediately, right? The damage caused might be so irredeemable. You know.
Mm.
But if I wait it out and see it from another perspective, another angle, right?
Mm.
It might do that would give me another perception about it, and give me another way to talk about it.
All right.
And there are times whereby I've reacted spontaneously, and once I calm down, and once I've seen my wrong, I don't hide it. I just go to apologize. I don't form. Okay, look, I'm sorry. I know I did this. I know I did that, and I will try not to
Fantastic.
do it again. But sometimes I'll still do it again. I will say I'll try not to do it
Okay.
again.
And
And
then she
sometimes
forgives you. And then she
you,
forgives
you
you.
forgive. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you start hearing, How many times will I forgive you on these things? How many times did I do this?
You say,
I'm a work in progress, but I'm not telling you, but you can see that I've worked on this and so. I think she can see that I'm working on,
mm,
But one thing I've learned to do to sustain marriage is just be patient, actually, And I've always learned something. There are always two sides. There always you're about to say that we on wager, right?
okay.
So any issue for any issue, this thing, the fact that my own side looks right doesn't mean my own side looks wrong.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
understand?
Yeah.
So when I want to go this way, right, and
So you
I
see
won't lie
things from her
to you, she has
perspective.
that grace. Our own side, yeah, our own perspective is always top notch. Like it's is the best way. Is the best way to go. My own way might take, for example, like you're going from Lagos to Ibadan. Yeah, going from Lagos to Ibadan. You can use the fastest way is the Lagos Ibadan Expressway down to Ibadan,
Yep.
right? Which is the fastest way. Another route is for you to go through. Either you now start going back towards from
Ikorodu.
Bega to Oba, Alagonle to you now link to Ogun State. From Ogun State, you now link to Bapalanto. Now come back. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which you still get to Ibadan.
Mm.
So over time, I've come to realize that most times our decisions are always very right and very on point and very apt. Right? So I've learned to give, and I've learned to, when it comes to decision, what do you have to say? When I see it, and this is fine, no problem, let's go that way. But there are days whereby, from my own experience, I know that this might not go this thing. This is what's needed. So if over time I've listened to her, when I raise up my own and when I say this is the way we are going to be, she then she bends towards towards my own point of view also. So that's how by
Fantastic.
God's grace we'll be able to cope. Mm.
All right.
That's how by
So
God's grace we'll be able to cope.
fantastic. Thank you. So patience, and then
Being
seeing it as,
flexible.
yes, flexibility. Thank you very much for your time, and I really, really appreciate. Thank you so much.
All right, don't mind
Um,
having me.
okay, so we are going to show this on our YouTube page for people to
Okay.
join in, learn what you learn from you. You are married,
Okay.
so practically that's what you've spoken from a practical point of view, and it'll be interesting
Yeah.
for people to see away from what they've read and all that. Thank you so very much. I really
Okay.
appreciate. All right.
No problem.